Hey Wolfpack members, thank you so much for watching this video. Now I'm going to be doing an update about our EOS arbitrage. Now on the last video, there was a point where Ethereum was way too high to arbitrage, because as soon as we arbitrage the market, it's great, but then when we buy Ethereum too high and then it drops, we're actually is working against us. Now there is a second arbitrage if you're able to buy Ethereum at a much lower point. So you want to watch that. If you can buy Ethereum at a much lower point, then you can then arbitrage again with Ethereum and then get more coins by the time you enter back in the ICO. So it's not, I don't want you to kind of be doing this ICO arbitrage thingy blindly. I want you to look at the numbers too, because the market will change. There are certain days and windows where it makes sense, and usually most of the time it does make sense, but there's occasional twosies here where it's just the market's flooded with either too many ICO buyers and you getting way too high and whatnot. So I want you to make sure you look at that. So I'm gonna switch over here. There's an issue right now with HitBTC that you can't transfer your ethers out, and I want to show you a way to do that for now. I won't go through the entire step of me actually doing it, but I'll show you and walk you through it in general, and then you put your keys instead of me putting my keys and showing you everything. Okay, so let me switch over right here. All right, so looking at this prediction here for this period, you kind of see that it's right around here. So it's a little bit on the higher end. You see yesterday was way low for 176 block, and it actually closed out at $6, okay? So it closed at $6, and right now the market is at 8. So you kind of look at it here, there's a $2 spread, and I can show you back then when it closed out at 10 o'clock last night. So it's probably, right now it's 12:41. Right here, we're right here at 14 hours, but yesterday, if you kind of back it all the way up to the night before, I can show you over here. It was between the $8 range right here, and we bought in at 6, and I believe it was around the 10 o'clock mark or so. Okay, or it was right here, 22 hours. Yeah, it's between here, but you can kind of see the range. It's always been above $8. Okay. Buying at $6 was actually a $2 spread yesterday. If you jumped in on that, you would have made a $2 spread on whatever coins you jumped in. It would have been amazing on that. Okay, so but right now, I can show you the problem that we're having right now is that when we buy back into Ethereum so that we can jump back into ICO, you look over here, it says, and HitBTC is not doing so well. If you're able to do this on Bitfinex, I would recommend going through there. And I think Bitfinex is having some kind of DDoS, denial of service attack right now, so they're withholding any new withdrawals. So right now you can't withdraw to enter the ICO, which kind of sucks. So what you want to do is then go into Bitcoin and withdraw from Bitcoin right here. Okay, so in a sense you might have to sell your EOS. When you sell your EOS, you can sell it into Bitcoin, or you can sell it into USDT Tether, and then buy back into Bitcoin. Okay, as soon as you buy back into Bitcoin, you can have Bitcoin to transfer, and they allow Bitcoin transfers out to this point. But just remember that with Bitcoin, the network transaction fees a little bit higher. But if you're able to buy in at at the $2 spread, it makes sense to actually make the transfer. But just do Bitcoin transaction fees, and you can get an estimate of how much it's going to cost you to make this transaction here. So I think this is the chart I use. So the average transaction fee as of this point is about $26 per transaction. Okay, so if you have over a couple thousand coins, and you're gonna make with 1,000 and a $2 spread, you're making $2,000 in this arbitrage. $26 is the cost to do business. So it's that there's money there. Doesn't matter what the tool is, as long as you make money. All right, so pay the transaction fee. And so what you want to do is go to my Ether wallet, okay, and go to the swap here. So I'm going to do a new swap. So what you want to do is then you want to swap your BTC to Ether. So now I'm going to go back over here to the accounts. Now you could do it either way. I'll probably do it this way just to save your transaction. is when you withdraw Bitcoin, it's going to give you and tell you, hey, what's the address that you want to draw? Okay, so let's say I sold my EOS and I have 1 Bitcoin left, just for example, okay, which is amazing. I don't have a, 15K or 20K now would be amazing. All right, so then what happens now, you say, hey, you move that Bitcoin over to your main account, then you want to send it to the address, okay, and then you put your verification code and the amount that you want to send. So now with my Ether, you say, hey, I want to swap my 1 Bitcoin to Ethereum, so you're gonna get 26 Ether for this. The receiving address is going to be your Ethereum address. So I'm going to go ahead and just paste that in there. I'll paste my dummy wallet for now. Let me grab that real quick. Yeah, let's see here. Where's my dummy wallet? You know what, I think this is probably taking too long for you guys for me to find this dummy wallet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just type something here. Maybe I can type a random address or something. I'll just use the EOS address for now. I don't even have that. All right, let me see if it'll let me do something here. Let me try to find a. But I think you get the point, hopefully. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Let's grab this address for now. Okay, let's just pretend this is my actual Ether wallet. Okay, don't transfer it. This is the actual address that you want to put for your actual wallet. Remember, this is just an example. I'm just putting something just to step through the next step. So I'm gonna start the swap, and then so basically it's gonna say, hey, send this much to this Bitcoin address. Okay, so then you go back over here to your Bitcoin account where you withdraw the Bitcoins that you just bought, put that address in there, put the 1 Bitcoin minus that point whatever, so you're gonna actually put 0.993, you send your authentication, and what it's gonna do is then swap this 1 Bitcoin into the Ethereum address. So since I use this, it's gonna go back into this Ethereum wallet as Ether, but you actually want it into your actual My Ether wallet or your actual software wallet with your private keys. So once you issue the swap, then it'll process and go through, and then once you're in there, then you can then go back into My Ether. You'll be able to view your Ether in there and jump back into the contracts and then resubmit your EOS contribution and go back into here. And then actually no, this is not it. You want to send your tokens to that. So hopefully I'm not confusing you. Unlock your key, send your tokens to EOS, and then claim it again. You're gonna have to go to my past videos to know how to claim it and know how to register your wallet. Okay, so hopefully that helps to get around this HitBTC issue right now with that. So since Ethereum doesn't let us withdraw, we're kind of stuck. So the only way around it is to just withdraw as Bitcoin instead, reconvert it back through this as summary, swap it out, but now swap it to your actual My Ether address instead of the sample I gave you here for this address, just to step it through, and you should be good to go. And then jump back right into the ICO, and you're back in business. Now I would do it maybe give it a good hour to 2 ahead of time, because Bitcoin is probably slow at this point, and it'll probably take some time. It doesn't give me the actual time it takes to do the transaction. It tells us how much, but how long does it take? So you want to do it ahead of time, so that you can have more than enough time to jump back into this ICO. So as of this time right now, I got about 5 hours to do this, so that should be plenty. And as soon as you hit it, you should be good to go. So hopefully that helps. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel for any other new updates. If you have any questions or any new problems that do come up, I'll be posting my updates here. And thank you so much for watching this. I really hope that you guys are taking advantage of this. Make that quick $100, $200 and build up that capital, so that later on you can use that to invest in a bot that I'm going to be showing you later on. So if you're interested in knowing more on how I do this, I offer this to my private members. Click on the link below, join my private Wolfpack VIP group, where I take care of my Wolfpack to help them earn money on their own so that they don't have to depend on a boss or a job, and they can spend more time with their families and their kids and doing what they love most. All right, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this, and subscribe below and check me out. Thanks.